right, sport fans, we're back. We're actually trying a different little format here today. We're basically going to come up with a couple of topics and, of course, shut this stuff down and basically try to do our best at tuning and splicing everything together. And forgive our drunk college here. Apparently they don't know anything about condensation and sticking to the glasses. But hey, first topic I think we were all discussing earlier. Let me get your guys' I think we wanted to discuss the Deshaun thing, or what do we want to talk
the
first?
Overall.
The overall Texans situation?
The state of the Texans.
The state of the Texans.
The
Well,
state of the Texans.
Well,
not just the state.
it's just the state of the Texans. I mean, okay, look, we all know and we can agree upon one thing. Bill O'Brien killed this organization. Can we agree on that?
He was a big cog in it, but I think I think after Cal McNair passed, what's the father, Bill. Is it Bill?
Bill.
After Bill McNair passed, it was a death because he was the only one that was interested in that whole organization. He's the only one that had the football knowledge. Everybody else was just his pawns. Yeah. So after he passed, his son even said, "I know nothing about football."
And he wound up giving the keys to the castle to the wrong person.
Yeah.
And
an 8-8 coach.
Talent left that shouldn't have left. That did not know. To me, did not know anything about coaching. I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't know
look,
how.
Let's just kind of do an overview of Bill O'Brien. Obviously, he had a lot of success under Bill Belichick. I think that with the time there, he got a feel for how Bill ran his programs, but I don't think that he truly understood the foundation that Bill Belichick put in New England, and I think that he was trying to instill it in Texas, but he failed to instill it in Texas. That's the way I see it. And of course, him wanting that tyrannical stranglehold on all talking points or decisions, I think that was a big mistake as well. I think in any good organization, I think you need collaboration versus dictatorship.
And my other thing is, like, when you look from where he started messing up, you can go far back as the Andre Johnson situation.
Yeah. Andre Johnson,
and everything that he handled since then has been.
I think
Andre Johnson was Kubiak.
That's right.
Andre Johnson
because
I thought that was Bill O'Brien.
Let's bring up something
before Hopkins showed up.
No, Andre Johnson was out the door. Kubiak's last year. That's when they made DeAndre Hopkins. Because
that was way before Bill.
Kubiak got fired. Bill got hired. And that's when they made the
You were forgetting that we had Wade Phillips there for a minute.
Yeah. It was Wade Phillips before O'Brien.
Yeah. I thought Wade Phillips was before Kubiak.
No.
Oh shit.
Dude,
my bad.
Have another drink.
Maybe catch up.
No, but all seriousness, I think that we can definitely track it to something a little bit more serious and more recent when he got rid of that left tackle.
Yeah.
Dwayne Brown. So there was no point in doing that if you're going to get the exact same person. Yeah. And you paid a person and Larry Tunsil. You paid a person second rounder and potentially DeAndre Hopkins, because now you have to pay. You had to pay him. You know, Deshaun was coming up, and you had to get rid of somebody for cap space. So when DeAndre Hopkins like, well, hey, I just did this. I had no drops this whole year. Now you're like, he wants more money, obviously. So you don't want to pay him the extra $3 million on top. He was getting paid 14. He wanted 17. And you didn't want to pay him 3.
Him 19.
And then he was only getting more than what he was asking for.
Yeah, he went out to somebody. And that just shows you, one, he doesn't know the value of what he has. Bill O'Brien made so many mistakes with this team. Yeah. And then, of course, and then getting rid of those trades. And those trades, he was not getting anything for these draft picks.
We really
And right now, let's go ahead and pull it up. And let's get the official draft pick for this year.
It's the first draft pick is on the third round.
This is the third round.
One third rounder, 2 fourth rounders, 1 fifth rounder,
and
3 sixth rounders, and a 7. What can you do with that?
Well, this is way more helpful. Okay, and I would love your input. If I was the GM, right? Obviously, you have to go after whatever your needs are.
Right.
Okay. So when it comes to third rounders, I think. One thing that you can definitely get, depending on what you think your need is, I would look at either some of the top running backs that are remaining in the third round, as well as maybe some tight ends to try to get some more offensive weapons for whoever your quarterback is going to be.
Right.
And then after that, you can use the force for some solid offense or defensive linemen. Obviously, you're not going to get marquee players, but it's fine. You just need somebody that you think you can train up. Yeah. And then the 6th rounders, then use them for either safeties, corners, or receivers. Yeah. Because if even if you go with a receiver, if they can't catch, turn them into safeties and corners.
Well, and you look at Will Fuller coming out, couldn't catch a lick, couldn't catch nothing. Blazing speed, you can find them kind of wide receivers at the bottom.
Well, that's
all the speed, no hands.
Well, that can be trained, I think, to a certain extent.
Yeah. Defense, and I look at it this way.
Well, they definitely need some corners, so people, filling up their secondary wouldn't be a bad idea. But there are so many holes in the Texans.
It's like the linebackers. Even the linebackers need
linebackers. Yeah, I mean, even the offensive linemen, defensive linemen, something to solidify that line to help the running game.
I don't have any money to go get any marquee defensive back.
I will say this, and look, you probably might shoot me down for this. Look,
you gonna say trade?
Yes, I am going to say it. I will keep my 3rd round pick. Right, I'm trading the rest of that draft for somebody like maybe to the Titans. Titans. Get back, maybe listen to me before I say it. Jadeveon Clowney. I'm getting him back.
Yeah. Okay. Can we get him back at a discount? Because I don't think he's worth the premium.
Oh, okay, but what I'm saying is you get him back, right? Then you how do I put it? I want to say on the offensive side with the tight end, Jared Cook. That's his name, Jared Cook. The tight end for the Saints, the one that fumbled in the playoffs this past season. This past game. Cook.
I can't remember his name.
Cooks. No, Cooks is Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
You talking about? I know you're talking
the
about.
Cook, the tight end. The tight end anyway.
Yeah.
The Saints might be letting him go because this is his almost third. I think this is his 3rd playoff game where he's fumbled that ball.
Oh.
And it's at the crucial time. That's his 3rd time.
Yeah.
So
okay, I can see that.
I will see a bid for him. Get him on the Texans. Now you got he's a good tight end. He has issues, but he's a good tight end.
Under pressure situation.
Running backs. The reason why I'm not going to sit here and because first of all, Collins is still available. What's his name? Adrian Peterson might be up and running. I understand he's older, but it's just to get your offense going because you're not making a playoff.
Exactly.
Run. You're not making a playoff.
Right now we're rebuilding, so you take what you can get to see what you have.
Right. Yeah.
And I like that.
And with the 3rd round pick that you're still keeping, I will get.
You only get 1 3rd round.
No, I understand that. So right now you get a center or a guard because your right tackle, he's Howard. He's good. He was a rookie this year, so he's good now. You got Lerman Thompson because you just paid a lot of money for it. So your ends are your tackles are good. Now your interior of your line needs to work on. Yeah. So I would guard, maybe center with that 3rd round pick. Hold out for that year. Then next year.
Yeah, you could definitely go. The reason I was looking at the running game, and it depends on who's available too.
Right.
Because if you don't got a talent worth that 3rd round pick, then you go with something that's worthy.
Right.
And you can easily pick up a good, solid offensive or defensive lineman in the 3rd round. And I think that's what they need to do. They need to have a game plan going in. They need to have something going mentally, and I mean, obviously, the GM isn't going to be stupid. He knows he's rebuilding. We need it. What we need though is we need someone that hopefully knows what he's doing, and we need the fans to basically give this team a minute because with all the draft picks, because we don't even have a 1st round next year.
No.
So the future of the Texans are very dim. Right now.
Yeah, they're going to be like this for the next at least
3-4 years.
3-4 years.
And this is sad. It's a win now league. Yeah. The GM's going to be gone before that happens.
Well, he was signed for what was that 5 or 6 years?
It doesn't matter.
All right. So any last minute stuff on the Texans?
I don't want to go back to Bill O'Brien, but we did highlight him for a second. He was in the league for the Texans, 8 years?
No,
yeah, he's been.
He was with New England for.
It wasn't.
Excuse me, I said that wrong. With the Texans.
He's been with the Texans for about 6.
I want to say 6.
Yeah, but he was with the Patriots on only 3.
Okay.
3, maybe 4 years.
He came out of Penn State.
He came from Penn State.
He's had a lot.
But he was barely decent at Penn State. His offense was complicated then. When he went to New England, that's when we got busted out the playoffs multiple times because his offense was unnecessarily complicated. Now he's here with the Texans, and it just didn't make any sense. It was just too complicated.
The only other thing
no reason.
There's no. I mean, and I get it. You're in the NFL, and players are are tougher, faster, you know, and their football IQ is top notch. They've been playing since high school or Pee-wee. Yeah. So I get that you need to make it somewhat complicated, but let's not forget sometimes the best football is straightforward.
Yeah. And all the ups and downs they went through, quarterbacks. I mean, they went to almost that so playoffs.
But the problem is he didn't put any investment in the line.
And on that note, let's go ahead and switch this over to Sean Watson. I do not blame him for wanting this trade. I mean, because right now the Texans' future is dismal unless they get some miracles in these late picks.
Yeah. Or you can find some marquee player that's willing to work for cheap for now, which nobody wants.
Well, I mean, maybe Ray Rice. If the league will let you,
he's
not Ray Rice. Is it? Yeah,
Ray Rice. Even after the case, the league put him on the list. I mean, he's not on the list anymore.
No, so
it's just people,
nobody wants it.
People don't want the PR.
Well, when we talking about Deshaun Watson, I'm gonna throw J.J. Watt in there too. These two guys, J.J. Watt been here 10 years. Mm-hmm. And when I say this city, I mean like he did a lot for this city.
He did.
Deshaun Watson is doing a lot for this city.
Right.
And for you to upset those two players with the things that you're doing after you tell people, hey, we're gonna keep you guys involved, and you don't do anything. You don't tell them anything. You email them or you message them or whatever they call it.
They don't even message them. They just did it.
You're just you're not you're proving that your organization is jacked up. You're not willing to take care of your players.
Well, and of course, I want to make one point. I mean, these organizations are like corporations. They're made of people. Right. And I know that the head of the people are really what's being called into question. So instead of, I feel it's not fair to call out the Texans as an organization. Maybe we should call out certain people that are that are leaving. Exactly.
Okay.
So, because, you know, with all those different people, you're going to have different ideologies throughout that whole organization. But when at the end of the day, everybody should be able to donate and give time to the organizations and the charities that believe in, and not have to worry about it. And so I don't think that the organization itself should be responsible for anything unless it's like, you know, a board members, you know, vote on whatever they're going to donate. Because I mean that's usually an NFL thing anyway.
And you got like with this the general manager they just hired.
Yep.
And
has to be.
And
Castero, sorry.
Nick
Castero.
Yes.
But you bringing in stuff that you already had and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And so now you're frustrating your players, all of them, even top to bottom. You're frustrating them even more.
Well, and of course they're not idiots either. They see the writing on the wall with the draft picks. So, but no, let's go ahead and let's wrap this up. I think we're at about the 15 minute mark here. So, any last minute notations that you want to say on the Texans? Go ahead, John.
I'm still gonna root for you, but it's with an asterisk.
Chuck?
I say find your own identity. What you're trying to do has been said and done, and it's for somewhere else. It's not for you. It's not you at all because it's not you. So stop picking the parts.
I'm gonna keep this one short and simple. We're praying for you, Texans.
And hey, at least in my opinion, they did it right. They went out and got their GM.
Yeah.
And now let's see who they seek out for that head coaching position.
The enemy.
There they hear.
The enemy.
Stay tuned. We're going to be coming up with some more topics. Look for us.